detto che tu muovi tutti gli ingranaggi all'interno del box, allora prima ti ho portato giù dal palco per vedere un video, ora invece ti chiedo di portarci all'interno del box. Abbiamo due pluricampioni del mondo, da una parte Pecco Bagnaia, dall'altra parte Marquez. Cosa possiamo aspettarci in questa nuova stagione che comincia proprio da oggi?
Sai, abbiamo due campioni, abbiamo a mio modo di vedere i due piloti migliori della griglia di partenza 25 all'interno del nostro box. Pecco è un pilota fantastico che abbiamo scelto all'inizio dell'anno scorso senza pensarci, perché chiaramente è il pilota che ha riportato in Ducati il campionato del mondo piloti dopo tanto tempo. È un pilota che è riuscito a riconfermarsi l'anno successivo, è un pilota che negli ultimi 4 anni ha sempre giocato da protagonista e si è sempre giocato il mondiale fino all'ultimo, quindi voglio dire non è mai stato in discussione. E Marc è oggettivamente uno dei piloti più importanti della MotoGP, sicuramente moderna, ma probabilmente di tutta la storia della MotoGP. È un pilota che ha avuto un infortunio importante, è un pilota che ha trascorso con noi l'anno scorso facendo delle cose meravigliose, quindi voglio dire per noi è un onore averlo nel team, ed in ogni caso comunque vada credo che già per quello che abbiamo fatto fino ad oggi credo che sia anche questa una bella storia da raccontare.
Signore e signori, Pecco Bagnaia, Marquez, il Ducati Lenovo Team 2025. Che spettacolo le moto, che spettacolo questi due campioni in rosso per la prima volta insieme su questo palco di campioni in pista. È bellissimo ragazzi vedervi, sono davvero emozionata, credo che le emozioni saranno grandissime anche a casa, immagino tutti i tifosi, gli appassionati che si staranno scatenando ed è per me un onore essere su questo palco per poter raccogliere le prime impressioni. Comincio da te Pecco, benvenuto innanzitutto.
Ciao a tutti, buongiorno.
Pecco.
Bella e bella.
Per la quinta stagione con i colori del Ducati Lenovo Team. Sono trascorsi 5 anni, sei nel frattempo diventato il campione più vincente in casa Ducati. Le voglio citare: 29 vittorie e 2 titoli mondiali. 5 anni cambiano tante cose. Come sono cambiate? Come si sono evolute le tue emozioni in questo lasso temporale?
Ma allora, ogni tanto viene fatta la domanda come ti vedi tra 5 anni, no? Devo dire che negli ultimi 5 ho sempre solo trovato un ambiente fantastico, ho sempre solo trovato tanto appoggio, tanto supporto sotto tutti i punti di vista. Ogni tanto io non sono troppo facile, comunque mi hanno sempre assecondato, e negli ultimi 5 anni devo dire che lo sviluppo che c'è stato, l'evoluzione, la progressione che c'è stata è un qualcosa che rende molto orgoglioso anche me, che comunque ha fatto parte del progetto e dello sviluppo, e vedere una squadra già così forte crescere ancora sempre di più e considerare 19 vittorie su 20 lo scorso anno, di cui 13 di team, 14 di team, è qualcosa di incredibile, e onestamente spero di continuare così. Onestamente il rosso penso sia un colore che ci dona molto, che mi dona molto, quindi speriamo di continuare, ed è fantastico, un'emozione come sempre la presentazione, la moto è bellissima, siamo pronti secondo me.
Grazie Pecco. Vista su questo palco, parlaci di te.
Sì dai, ciao, buongiorno a tutti. Io ho detto già tutto il rosso È veramente emozionante, ho tanta esperienza alla MotoGP, ma comunque arrivare a un team nuovo, al team di riferimento adesso la MotoGP, oggi ho farfalle allo stomaco perché è l'illusione questa di iniziare un nuovo progetto e molto contento di essere qui. Ho lottato tanto contro la Ducati, ma adesso mi hanno ritornato un po' il sorriso l'anno scorso e questo anno essere il team ufficiale.
Actually heading into 2025 as heavy favourites. So there you go, on the screen there you can see the 2022 and 2023 MotoGP World Champion Pecco Bagnaia is waiting to speak to Jack Appleyard, so I reckon we can throw over to them right now. Jacko, over to you, mate.
Yeah, great to be here with the former world champion Pecco Bagnaia. A lot of change coming in 2025. New number on the front, new teammate in the box. Are we going to see a new Pecco Bagnaia out on track as well?
Better not, because considering the results, it's better to don't change myself. But in any case, I have just to improve myself and do a little step. But I think will be a super exciting season. A new teammate, new bike. So I think we have to be really focused and understand as soon as possible the new bike in the test and try to be ready in the first race of the calendar.
You mentioned the results of last year there, 11 victories. How have you come to terms with what happened in Barcelona over the last couple of months? How have you managed to process the fact that the World Championship didn't go your way despite having such a successful year?
Honestly, it's difficult to be sad about what we did last year, honestly. Surely finishing second in the championship, being the fastest, was a bit a shame, because we won more than the double of all the others riders. So absolutely was a fantastic season. But I have just improved from my mistakes. We have just improved on some situation where we did some mistakes as a team last year. So this is something that is more easy to learn how to don't crash than learn how to win. So I think will be a good process. I learn from our mistakes, and I think we can improve.
You mentioned the small improvements. I'm sure you, like many of us, watched the documentary that Ducati put out over the winter period. In particular, the scene with Davide when he was begging you to be less of a gentleman. Now, opposite in the box with Marc is maybe one of the most ungentlemanly riders on the grid. Marc will win at all costs. Are we going to see less of a gentleman from Pecco Bagnaia this year?
I let him to be the ungentleman. I be the gentleman, and I will always be like this, and I will not change anymore, anytime.
And just finally, let's touch on this new partnership. 8 MotoGP World Championships in the box. Only Valentino and Jorge when they were together in 2016. Have we ever seen more in the history of the sport? How much pleasure does that give you, being a part of such a dream team? But also, let's touch on the challenges that that's going to bring as well.
It's super exciting. It's absolutely the strongest team in the grid, so I think we can take an advantage from it, and I will try to learn from some things about Marc. I think he will adapt super good to the team, and the first part during the test we will work together, trying to improve the bike and trying to arrive to the first race ready. And then what will happen, but I'm quite sure and confident that our potential could be matched every races in the first and second position, and the bike will allow us to do it. So it will be important to try to do it, and who will win will win.
So GP fans at home that thought that this day would never come, for you to be sat here on a Ducati, all in red, what are the emotions like? Even now, you've known for a while that this was going to happen, but does it feel weird to be sat here in red?
Yeah, one more time, the future you never know. I mean, but it's true that yeah, I feel super happy. That kind of butterflies in the stomach, even that I've been in many teams presentation, but you know, when you're in a new team, when you are right now in the reference team of MotoGP, it's like that extra pressure that is normal, but super happy to be on that red leather suit, and yeah, let's see, looking forward to start the season.
Is 2025 going to be the biggest challenge of your career so far?
For me, my biggest challenge has been last year, the comeback was last year. This year, of course, we are on the official team. That means that we need to fight for the World Championship from the first race. But yeah, let's see. But I'm enjoying on the bike, so this is the most important. Last year I enjoyed a lot. This year this will be main target. Keep enjoying, because if you're enjoying, then everything arrives. So yeah, but we will have on that right eye a little bit the title, and of course try to work with the team to be more and more competitive.
Throughout your career, you've always been the number one rider in the garage. Are you the number one rider this year?
Right now, no. I mean, of course, it's not number one, number two. It's like a more experienced rider inside the garage or less experienced rider inside the garage. In the end, we have equal conditions. The team, is working in the same way for the both riders, and this is the most important inside the team, because in the end the target is try to win. As I say, if Pecco is not able to win, I need to win, and opposite. If I'm not able to win, Pecco need to win. So this will be the main target. But yeah, trying in the first test, first races, you need to understand also the philosophy inside the garage. You need to understand the way that they are working, why they win so much these last years, and yeah, step by step, I will understand.
Just finally, Marc, as well, over the past 4.5 years since July 2020, I've tried to get a headline out of you that you can fight for the World Championship, but you never gave it to me. But this time, in 2025, as you've said, the target is clear. It's World Championship or nothing.
I will answer in the way that we have everything to fight for the championship. We have the bike, we are on the correct team, so now it's in my hands.
Good luck in 2025.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Gigi Dell'Igna, the mastermind behind Ducati's 3 consecutive MotoGP World Championships. And Gigi, speaking to Pecco and Marc, it seems that the target is simple for 2025. It's to make sure that number one returns to these red bikes.
Yeah, absolutely true. You know, the target, it's easy. For sure, it's not easy, the path that we have to follow to achieve this result. But anyway, we have a clear idea about the situation. A lot of things to test. I think that we have to keep in mind that the last year bike was, honestly speaking, quite good. So we don't have any rush to put on the new bike a lot of things. So we have a lot of things in the pocket, and we have to select what is the base for the start of the season.
I think saying last year's bike is quite good is the understatement of the year so far. It was very good, Gigi. You won all but one of the races, one of the Grand Prix in 2025. But with regards to developing the bike, you've got 2 world champions in the box, you've got 2 very strong personalities in the box, and 2 very different riders in the box. So throughout pre-season, how are you going to manage the expectations of both Pecco and Marc to get a bike that they're both happy with?
Honestly speaking, the first test in Barcelona, both of them gave us the same comment on the new evolution of the bike. So, you know, I'm quite surprised about that. But you know, it's not a real problem for us to follow different paths. It is if the riders asked us to do this. We did this in the past, and we can do this also for the next year. So I don't think that we have a big problem on that.
I'm sure you saw Aprilia's launch the other day, and the number one on the front. Was that an added motivation? What was your first reaction to seeing the number one on a rival bike?
You know, it's not a problem to have the number one of the bike or not. The problem is to win the championship, and we did this last year, and this is the most important thing. So the number one in this case is just a number, and for sure I would like to have this on our bike, but you know, it's the priority is to win the championship.
Gigi, thank you for your time and good luck in 2025.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.